What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a finally football Friday. Oh, it's so close. I can taste it. All right. Football Friday, getting geared up for this Penn State game. I'm fired up. Please hit the like button if you're fired up. I can't wait for this game. Number 6, Penn State. At number 3, The Ohio State University. I have your 5 keys to a Buckeye victory. Let's get into it right away. Don't forget, hit the buckeyecast.com. Sale is still going on site-wide. Check it out. Next up, we are going to scarlet out the shoe. Buckeyes have won 6 straight against the Nits. Penn State's last win in Columbus was 2011. Been a while. They're 6-0 right now, 3-0 in the Big Ten. Haven't played anybody. Penn State's 112th in strength of schedule through 6 games. For what it's worth, team up north is 113th. So that's what you're dealing with here. The Buckeyes, to compare, are at 62nd. So good, better, we'll take it. Anyway, so really, everybody wants to talk about this Penn State defense. But is this a real team or is this a phony team? Are they being hyped up, propped up by this defense that hasn't really played anybody, offense that can run the ball but hasn't really cut it loose with a first-year starting quarterback with Drew Aller, Ohio kid, Buckeye fan when he was growing up? Let's get into it. Here's my 5 keys. Key number 1. We need Kyle, Mr. Clean McCord. He might have a wig on. Have you ever seen Kyle, in the locker room or in the showers? I don't know if he has real hair. But anyways, he needs to be Mr. Clean this week. Mr. Clean. Operate the offense clean and efficiently. No turnovers. We can't have those dropped interceptions like we saw against Notre Dame and Purdue and probably every other game. We cannot have these, turnover type of throws, just throwing it up, where you don't see a safety in the middle of the field or something like that. And operate the offense clean, efficient, just keep it moving. Keep the sticks moving. Keep the chains moving. You don't have to hit home runs. Just make the routine plays routinely, as always. Now, as a part of that, I think you need to continue to be ready to run. You're going to be blitzed a ton. I'm talking, how Purdue blitzed 77% of the time? We talked about it last weekend. This is going to be the same, maybe worse. So be ready to pull it down and escape the pocket if you have to. Or if you're booting out, if you're rolling out and nobody's there, there's nobody open, pull it down, scamper out of bounds for 3 to 5, 7, whatever. We need Mr. Clean, Kyle McCord, this week. Key to a Buckeye victory, number 2, O-line. This is one of the foundational things that has to be right this week. We need to take, as an entire unit, this unit has to take another step in development and improving. You got to move guys off the ball. It's going to be a fucking war. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight down there. But you got to get the job done. Move as a complete unit. Get it done. Number 1, you must protect Kyle McCord. That's priority 1. All right. You're going to, like I said, you're going to come up against a heavy blitzing team with a good defensive, really good, talking All-American type defensive ends. Maybe not so much with the tackles, but still, you got to pick up that blitz. Work in concert with the tight ends. Maybe we keep a tight end into Chip, and then running backs got to step up and be reliable in pass pro. But O-line, protect Kyle, and we got to establish the run. You establish that run, that blitz will slow way the hell down. You don't have to worry about that blitz as much. So O-line, take another step in improvement. All right, let's flip it over to the defense here for key number 3 to a Buckeye victory. Fundamental D. We've been playing it all year. Again, we haven't played the toughest schedule, but we got it done against Sam Hartman and a heavy rushing attack with Notre Dame. Fundamental defense. Penn State's coming in. They average 5.4 yards per play. That's 73rd in the country. So nothing great there. Yards per rush, they're at 4.4, and that's what they do. They run the ball 55% of the time. But that yards per rush, 4.4 is 55th in the country. So again, not killing it. Now they're going to rely on that, and they're going to rely on breaking down your defense over 4 quarters, try and take you into deep waters, and then blow you off the ball in the 4th quarter. And hopefully they keep it close. But fundamental defense, number 1 priority, stop the run. Number 2, tackle. No big plays. First guy has to make the tackle. First guy in. Then we need everybody else rallying, 11 silver hats in the screen, in the frame on every play. All right? You got to stop the run. You got to tackle. You got to wrap. Wrap it up, B. And get off the field on 3rd down. These are all the things we've been doing all year. There's nothing new here. We can live without a turnover if it doesn't happen. Now, with a younger quarterback, it very much could happen. So make them drive the distance of the field. You can't bank on turnovers. You can't depend on those. You can't rely on those. But you can force them to drive the distance of the field, make them go 75 yards, but get off the field on 3rd down. They're going to hit 3rd downs. Get them off the field on 3rd down. Again, these are fundamentals of a sound defense, and that's what we've been doing all year. So key to a Buckeye victory number 4, get to the quarterback rushing 4. We're going to blitz some, I know, but for the most part, we're going to be loading up the box and stopping the run. So get to the quarterback with 4. Mr. Tui Mulawau, we're playing Penn State, just FYI. All right. So you might want to turn that shit up. So I think JT has another big game. Tyleek going against a soft middle of that Penn State O-line. Tyleek, I look for him to shut down that run. My call is going to be in there, Ty Hamilton, but Tyleek is playing out of his mind so far this year, and he's playing like complete games. He's only taken a handful of snaps off here and there. So more of that going against a soft middle in the Penn State line. And again, Jack and JT, let's meet at the quarterback. You got a big quarterback back there. Dude's fucking 6'5", like 230 or 40, whatever. Big tree fall hard. How many fingers am I holding up? Big tree fall hard. Take Aller down and plant his ass in Columbus in that turf. Well, not real turf, but anyway. Get to the quarterback with 4. Key to a Buckeye victory number 5. TDs in the red zone. This is on back to the offense. We need touchdowns in the red zone. In the past, we've had trouble punching it in against Penn State. We had to settle for a lot of field goals. They're very good at that bend but don't break shit too. So we've got the Devin Brown, what can Brown do for you? Red zone package. We can install that. We can utilize Kyle in a zone read once in a while. Pull it. Quick passes. Can use quick passes to Cade right over the middle, running backs on a little swing, screen pass, whatever you like to do. Maybe just some quick outs, quick hitches, quick slants. Quick pass game is very useful in the red zone. This team also has tackling issues in games so far this year. I was just looking at their tackling grades as a team. They were a 51-9 against Northwestern, 52-9 against West Virginia, 57-1 against Illinois, and 59-8 against UMass. They tackled well against Iowa and Delaware. Good job. I could tackle well against those fucking clowns. Anyways, My point is, they don't always tackle well, and that can be problems in the red zone and short yardage. We got to convert those red zone trips into TDs, and short yardage, we got to get the first down on 3rd and short. So there's a lot of ways to do it. I would say we don't do the old end around shit or the pop passes. Let's go right at it. The Kyle Curry push is good, or, the Devin Brown package. Devin, you got to lock that thing down. You lock it up. All right. Those are my keys to a Buckeye victory. Number 1, Mr. Clean, Kyle McCord. Number 2, O-line, take another step in development and improving. Number 3, fundamental D. Number 4, get to the QB with 4. And number 5, TDs in the red zone. That's all I got for you today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.